Hey everybody, this is Zero here, and today we're going to be looking at a new series called Monthly Album Review. Essentially, it's where I talk about music that I've been listening to, albums, and do sort of a quick review of them. And I want to start off with something special. So today, we're going to take a look at Refused, The Shape of Punk to Come. Now, if this name sounds familiar, if this band, you might know them for their hit back in the late 90s, New Noise. It was on MTV, Much Music Stuff. I'd play you a clip because you probably get the song once you hear the intro of it. You probably know what song it is, but I mean, I would get a copyright claim faster than a Florida recount, so I'm not going to do that. But this is the album here. This is not my vinyl. A friend is lending this to me to listen to on vinyl. This is actually getting kind of hard to find on vinyl, so yeah. But yeah, what this is this was the last Refused album before they came back in 2015, I think is when they came back, 2014, 2015, something like that. And how I got into this is there was a YouTube video by Trash Theory talking about how Refused reshaped punk for the 21st century. And actually, this album is important for hardcore and not just punk, but hardcore and other X-core genres. And I'm a huge fan of X-core stuff. If you guys have watched any of these videos, or any of my videos, I talk about that kind of music. So this album, though, it's pretty solid. It's very interesting. It's very experimental. So based on what I know, like the band was tired of punk and hardcore, and they wanted to do something different. They wanted to shake things up. And it's funny, they released this album shortly after the band split up. They played their last show, and like I think a week later, the music video for New Noise hit the airwaves. So they were already split up as a band by the time their first hit single, I Can Talk, got out on the airwaves. This has some interesting tracks, such as the opening track, Worms of Senses and / Facility of the Skull. Starts off where they're talking, where a voiceover where I says, they say the classics never get old, but they do. And somehow, baby, I never thought we would too. So essentially, to me, that sounds like they're saying, the same, everything's the same old, and eventually you get sick of that. So this is their chance to try to change things up. Even the album name, The Shape of Punk to Come, is kind of a hit piece against punk and hardcore at that time, because a lot of it was starting to sound the same. It's starting to get normalized, and they didn't really like that sound. I'm not aficionado of like old school hardcore and old school punk. I'm more into the 80s, 90s, 2000s style stuff. But this is an important album, and I won't because it has a lot of stuff like things like Summer Holidays versus the Punk Routine. Again, that's a statement on how things go with music. Brutalist Poem number 5. It's talking about edgy stuff. New Noise obviously talks about the noise that they're trying to find something new. The Refused Party Program was just your typical punk song. Protest Song 68, which sounds like a jab on protest punk, which is hilarious because one of my favorite bands, Anti-Flag, is a protest punk band. Refused Are Fucking Dead, which basically talks about how they were tired of making the music and whatnot. And of course, The Shape of Punk to Come is a great song for talking about what this meant. And a lot of the bands that I am a fan of have this album and Refused as a direct influence. And they say if you want to understand things more, see what your influence your influencers. So this is a fantastic album, highly recommended, thumbs up. I don't know if I have a rating system, but that's what it is. And that's going to be it for me, guys. You can be sure to hit the bell and hit subscribe so you can get notifications. I said that backwards, but whatever, I don't have a lot of time. Follow me on Facebook Zeromaster fan page, Twitter @Zeromaster. You can back me on Patreon if you like what you see here, and I stream on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/ZeromasterLP. I'm out. Have a good one.